Hey guys. Okay, so I received a nice email from someone about. Well, I decided that I'd make a video about this because there's a few of you that are asking me the same questions, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just make a video, and my face is shiny, and whatever, ignore it. So it's not even that hot outside today, but I'm going all over the place with words. So anyways, I decided to make a video because it's just easier. Because I often find myself repeating myself. I often find that people like to ask me similar questions, and it's not that it's becoming a chore or anything. It's just, why don't you just check out my YouTube channel and see what I have to say? And so on and so forth. So I wrote down a few. Actually, I wrote down 10 because I just figured I'm going to answer these right now. Oh, by the way, happy Leo. It's July the 21st, and in some astrological alignments, July the 21st is considered Leo, officially Leo, and some of them it's July 22nd. But I probably will not be uploading a video tomorrow, July the 22nd, so I would just like to say happy Leo. Leo is all about exuberance, drama, and so much more. I don't know why I chose to say those two, but you know what? If anyone's pointing the finger, it's me, because at myself, because my rising sun ascendant is, in Leo. So Taurus sun, Leo rising sun, and Sagittarian moon. So that totally, right there, in a hard knock box, totally describes me right there. So, I could go on and on and on about the philosophical Sag, freedom fighter in me that nobody can contain. And then we've got the natural nature earth mother Taurus with stable strength that nobody can take over. And then we've got the exuberant, vital, loud Leo, which your rising sun is how you appear to others. So, my vital energy. Whoops, there goes my 1 second. Oh my gosh, do you guys hear the wind? Okay, I'm back. Oh boy, it's windy today. Every day it's something different. Then we wonder why everybody's grumpy. So, okay. Questions. Not gonna name who asked. So the first question. Let me get comfortable. Okay. So first question: what would you consider yourself above all the listed? Shaman, coach/counselor, writer, or spokesperson? Okay, that's a good one, actually, and thank you. That's why I decided to answer these, because I like that question. And it's, for me, I'm just going to describe them in terms of decisions and actions. Well, not so much actions, but once I explain, you'll get the picture, the bigger picture. So, being a shaman wasn't a choice. It's a natural gift that I've inherited from my ancestral lineage, mainly from my dad's side, but also from my mom's side as well. It's a cultural inheritance of natural psycho-spiritual gifts that I've been given. And it doesn't matter, like, I was born with these gifts. It was just all about learning to channel and to direct and to create movement, constant movement, Well, actually, I was always constantly moving these energies and making room for it for other people and for myself and my surroundings and all that. But it was just about learning how to cope and shift them, if I'm making any sense, to help others and myself, because I was just, anyways, I'm not going to get into detail about that, but I don't have a choice about being a shaman. That will be with me for the rest of my life. Um, as far as coach and counselor, again, that's just a natural thing that I have within me. I mean, when I was 14 years old, even younger, people were coming for me asking me about love advice, life advice, and even if we were just saying it as like a joke and we weren't really serious about it, which most of the time we were, they'd come back to me and say, oh my God, everything you said step by step literally is what happened, and I took your advice and it worked and I'm happier. And so, it's just something that I do. Like, I meet people in the street, I meet people at coffee shops, I meet people everywhere, and it's just a natural counseling that I do. But in terms of actions and choices, it's a choice. It's my choice whether I, consistently or continuously coach and counsel people on a regular basis, whether I accept money for it or in exchange of something else or for it or not. That's an action of a choice that I make. As far as a writer, being a writer, I've always, again, since I was little, I've always written, journaled, affirmations, as when I had my Facebook page, even before that when I had my Tumblr page in like 2009 and 2010, where everybody was asking me, going wild, asking me these questions and like reblogging my posts, and then everybody's like, you need to write your own book, and that's still happening now. Again, that's a choice, where I want to take it, where I want to take my writing abilities, how far I want to take them, and because as a business, and as, not that I'm focusing on it as a business, or I was before, but it's nice for people to physically have, like a booklet or like a deck of cards with, affirmations or my natural counseling or my shamanic abilities literally like handed to them as in a physical form to be with that person. Whether they're in the car and they need some quick guidance, or they're like, before bedtime reading, or like if they have 20 minutes to themselves, or if they're working with other clients, or if they're working with children, which I really focus on. Because I've worked with crystal children, and I still do, So, I can't really consider myself one or the other. It's all about which direction would I go in terms of taking actions to focus on this one or this one or this one, Like I said, I can't get away from my shamanic abilities. That's who I really am. Coaching and counseling is a choice. Writing is a choice. And, I'm sorry, I left out the spokesperson. Like I've done seminars and workshops in the past. Again, this is a choice that, it goes hand in hand with the rest of it. I mean, if someone is going to publish something and they're consistently ongoing, meeting up with others, or, renting halls, or having, it's a constant effort to make, that my actions or that person's actions have to make to consistently, become a spokesperson. And I can be, depending on what you consider what a spokesperson is, because I can be this video right now can be considered to be like that, like a spokesperson. But yeah, it's all a matter of how you see it and actions and stuff. So the next question is kind of deep. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in religion? I do believe in God, but it's not the definition of God that most people believe so, or have been taught to believe so. I do not believe in religion. All religions are man-made. Shamanism is not a religion. Okay, shamanism, it was the very first spiritual and physical combined form of uniting the cycles of the earth, as well as our spirits and the spirits of nature, whether that be the plants, animals, insects. It's all about being together and hearing and listening and communicating with each other's spiritual evolvement and growth. You know, the ancestors and those who have passed on. And so that is not a religion. If you go to Wikipedia, it says about a religion. Let me tell you, sweetie, religion is man-made. Anything can become a religion. If you wake up every single day at 6 a.m. and you gotta get up and pray, even though you don't know what you're praying to, but you just gotta do it, or you gotta get up and take a shower at this time, and gotta eat at this time, and wash your hands at this time, it becomes a religion. So what I'm trying to say right now is that anything can become a religion. So I don't see it, my faith, or me being a part of this world, as a religion, because shamanism does not have set of rules. There's no commandments. There's none of that. So do I believe in God? God is within all of us, okay? God is in nature. God is in me. God is in you. God is in my existence. If there's anything such as a God, I am a part of this God, and my body is part of this God, and this earth is part of this God, and my thoughts and my dreams and my wishes, every single thing, that I am one with this God. And it's not no visual, it's not no graphic idea or ideal of a God. It's not, it's just this existence. It's this bright spiritual and physical existence of humans and life. So do I believe that humans are God? In a form, yes, because humans are such wonderful creators that we ourselves are not even fully aware of what and how powerful we truly are, and the things that we are constantly creating in this world. Oh my god, I can talk about this for hours, but I'm not going to get there because I have a list of all these questions to answer. Oh, what's the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? I'm going to tell you my perspective. From everything that I've ever experienced in life, I found the meaning of life is love. And love starts with experiencing all your emotions and everything you can possibly experience, and to really truly find yourself with love. Because every emotion, everything stems from love, and love is unconditional. And when you love yourself unconditionally, it's just so powerful. And God is love, and that emotion and that beauty of love is me. It's God. It's incorporated in my aura. It's incorporated where I go. It's incorporated. It's just everywhere. And to me, that's the meaning of life. Love. Do you believe in love? Yes. Okay. I don't know if that means, do I believe in love between a man and a woman? Let me be straight up honest with that. All my life I've questioned that, because I've always seen people marrying for financial stability or cultural, formal traditional cultural marriages, you know, and it always had me question things, you know, that I'd never do that, or I wouldn't marry if that was the case, because I was always on in the search of what's the meaning of life, what's the meaning of this, what's the meaning of that. And I found that true love is within you, and true love is unconditional. So if I happen to meet somebody who views life and experiences life and is on that same pace, then of course I'm going to believe in love with a man, you know. But don't wait for it. Don't sit around, you know, not doing what you love to do for it, expecting that it's going to just show up there. And even if it does, and you don't proceed with doing the things you love to do, because love always comes back to you, right? Love, it's like an arrow, it's like a boomerang, you know. You attract what you are, where you're at in life, you know, and there's always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be positivity, negativity, darkness, lightness in your life, awareness, unconsciousness, conscious, you know, it's always going to be. But when you go back to and you stick to the things you love to do, that person that loves you and you love him will always come back to you and will always stay there with you, because that's what unconditional love is. 1 second. This paper is just flying all over the place and it's all wet. All right, so let's continue. Are you a creator or a co-creator? I am a co-creator. Nature or God? Nature, because nature is God. Do you believe in speaking the honest truth, even if the other finds you at fault? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am so honest and blunt with the way things are in my life that sometimes I'm like, when people don't register my honest truth, or they pick things back at me, at things that they're not seeing about themselves, I'm just like, because I accept people as they are. I accept myself as I am, and I'm still constantly learning about myself, and I always will be, even when I'm 100. And they just, like, if I'm picked on that, oh, I was being too honest, or that's not the truth, I'm speaking my honest truth, and those who admire my honesty and accept things as they are will find that being a truthful person is, like, I can't open my circle to people that are in denial or who will not accept truths within themselves. Everybody's truth is different. Everybody's reality is different. Everybody's perceptives are different. Perceptives change. Anyways, honesty is important. And, you know, if they accept me, great. If they don't, then move on. Okay, so the 8th question is, do you believe in sacrificing animals for food? Or do you bless them before eating? I do not eat any animals. I haven't eaten any animals in a very long time. And even in the past, when I did eat animals, because I was born into a traditional, cultural family that loved eating meat, it always made me sick. Just the smell, the idea of having an animal being killed or sacrificed for me is disgusting. And I'm also a firm believer of you become what you eat, and that is not necessary. There's so much abundance in food, and just the chemicals that are injected into, like, it's just, the list goes on. And no, I'm a vegan. I stick to pure plants, beans, legumes, stuff like that. I haven't done it all my life, but this is not a diet. It's a lifestyle that I've decided to commit to, and I'm gonna commit to this for the rest of my life. So, no sacrificing animals. Do you prefer gemstones or oracle cards? I don't know why I'm doing this, but as you can see, the gemstones. I collect gemstones. I give gemstones as gifts to people. I have been selling gemstones for a very long time. When I was 10 or 11 years old, I had a school project and I spoke in front of 400 people about gemstones. I was educating them on gemstones because I've always loved them since I was a kid. And I ended it off saying, when I grow up, I'm going to be in humanitarian causes with gemstones. I'm going to be working with them. Yeah, so educating them, and that's what I do with crystals. But for oracle cards, personally, I don't use them for myself because I'm just very intuitive. Meaning I don't play with them myself, like I don't pull up a card and stuff like that, because I've already developed a very deep connection with earth and myself and spirit and guidance and clairvoyance and clairaudience, and the list goes on, visualization techniques and everything like that, that I don't find it's necessary for myself. Sometimes like me and another psychic or another guide or coach will like exchange or like do oracle cards for each other or stuff like that, but that's, you know, for connections and stuff like that, and that's a different subject. But I've written oracle cards before. I'm actually writing them right now as well. So like I do them for clients as well. Like I write oracle cards and oracle booklets, and I sell them, or like I give them as gifts. Even if you look up my book, you can see like there's huge selections in my book. The one that I published in 2013, the Ancient Dragon one. If you look into it, you'll see that that's what I do. So I collect gemstones, but I write oracle cards. So it's not about which one I choose, it's about which one I utilize for which direction. And the last question is, what do you plan, or what areas of your abilities are you focusing on currently? The oracle cards, writing them. So I do have clients, and I work with clients, and I write these oracle cards, and do the readings, whichever reading that they choose. And I kind of don't want to say, but those who have been following me and have been my clients for 2 or 3 years, maybe even more, since 2012, they know the answer to this. And about my publishing books and stuff, so you can see that that's what I'm working on. I will never answer when it's going to be out because I have been balancing so much in my life, and it's not a freaking excuse. It's just, we'll see, all right? We'll see. I was always having this pull and tug of whether I'd stick to self-publishing and just sending out my work and my writing and my oracle cards and all that stuff to personal clients, or if I'd like to get them out on a broader range, like to the entire world as a whole with a huge publishing company. So that is what for 2-3 years I've been having this pull and tug of which direction. So I won't say the direction, but you can see that that's what I'm concentrating on the most. Like I have natural abilities, for to be like a detective, and it's not necessarily that I go, like spying on people and stuff like that. If I do that, that's more of like I'm being paid to do that, like on a contract based, and that's part-time and all that stuff. So, but my true love is writing these oracle cards and these affirmations. That's my true love. So I hope that answers everything, and you can ignore my shiny face. I'm not sweating. It's like totally windy out. I have an SPF cream on my face, so that's giving me a nice glow. And I also have like a mixture of like sensitive, oily, and sensitive skin. So yeah. All right, sweethearts. Until next time. Ciao.